Well, I was in the neighborhood, so I swung by here. It's one of my local U-pulls. You usually don't find anything in the 80s at all at these U-pulls anymore. It's all newer stuff, but I thought I'd give it a shot, just give it a walkthrough. So it's a Cutlass Sierra 89, but it has the same sun visors as a G-body. I don't know if this actual mount stem's the same. It looks to be, but in case it ain't, I have mine. But I wanted the lighted vanity mirror in my Regal, and all my sun visors are pretty junk. It also has my rear view mirror. I can barely see out of it. It's just delaminated. This has the one that has little map lights in it, so I'm going to try to get the harness loose out of it. I think I might grab it too, but I'm going to go ahead and grab this visor as well. So, you know, not really a super big deal, but I wanted that lighted vanity mirror. It's kind of a thing that my wife and I have always had when I buy a car. She always pulls that sun visor down to see if a mirror's over there for her. So she's going to do that in my Regal, and there's not going to be one there, so I had to get it. I don't think they'll be very expensive here either. So anyway, I just thought it might have been video worthy. Score. Alright guys, I got back home. I test fit the sun visor in the passenger side part of the car to make sure the pivot actually was the same as a G-body, and it is. It has the correct angle and everything, so I got lucky. I'm pretty happy about that. Anyway, I kind of set it up, bench tested it here, and only one bulb was working. So I ended up taking it apart. If you take your lenses out here, there will be 4 Phillips screws, 2 on each side. You can take that out and lift it up. And I pulled the bulbs out, and I folded up a piece of 400 grit sandpaper several times, really skinny thing, and slid it in and out of the sockets where the bulbs slip into, and cleaned up the contacts there. And then I cleaned the contacts on the bulb separately and put it back in. So now it's working. So that's pretty freaking awesome. My car, actually this car had a map light in the center of the roof, and the wire is there. So I'm just basically, because I'm not putting the map light back in it, it was broken, so I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to end up just putting the wire from it across the roof over to hook this up. So it'll be a pretty simple deal. So anyway, I've set up my power probe here. And so that's on low, and that's on high. So it's pretty cool. A little lighted vanity mirror for my 80 Regal. I'm not sure when these came out for a G-body, AMG body. I'm not sure if this was available in 80 or not, but I have a blue one here, but it's missing the pivot, and it's missing the lenses, and I must have used it for parts or something. It's been in my attic for years and years, no telling where it's from. But anyway, the pivot is pretty specific for these because it has a hole right through the center of it that comes out on the stem here. And that's the power wire. So you have to have the pivot for that. In case you don't know, pivots are different on G-bodies from a T-top to a hard roof car. T-top pivots, this part right here will be really thin. These are kind of thick. So anyway, just so you know, try not to use a T-top pivot on a hard roof car. It seems like the angle's a little bit odd or something. I don't remember what it was about that, but I got into that one time years ago. But anyway, it's going to be really funny because every time, now I've been married to my wife for 27 years, so every time I've brought a car home and I take her for a ride in it, she always pulls down the sun visor on the right side to see if there's a mirror there. Anyway, it's just kind of a funny thing we have between each other through the years. And she knows G-bodies have lighted vanity mirrors, so this is going to be funny. I'm not going to tell her about it, so when I take her for a ride in this in a week or two, that's the first thing she's going to do, and I'll try to video it, you know, without her knowing. I mean, I'm gonna be videoing this. I might actually have her video it, but anyway, I'm going to see if she does do that. It'd be kind of humorous, but anyway, guys, pretty happy. It ended up costing $12 for those those sun visors. I guess it's about $6 a piece, which I was happy to pay because the ones I have here are crap. They're all broken down, and just they're mixed match colors too. But anyway, my pivots are pretty pitted up and corroded looking, and these cleaned up really nice. Even the screws are still shiny, so I did bring home all 6 screws, so I'm real happy about that. I do have some brand new plastic sleeves that go in the sun visors. You can get them off eBay, and they're very, very inexpensive. If you've got a sun visor in your G-body or a body like this one, you know, and it keeps coming down while you're driving, it needs a new plastic sleeve. They're so old and brittle, they're plastic, you know, they're just crumbling. But anyway, those sleeves are real cheap. I have 2 here brand new in the GM boxes. I just got to dig them out of my parts hoard. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Just dragging on a video about sun visors of all things. I know it's not exciting to you guys, but I get really excited when it comes to going out hunting for treasures at a salvage, I guess you'd say. And I wasn't expecting to find some sun visor, especially a lighted visor, you know. So that's pretty freaking awesome. Another little upgrade I can do to my earlier car, you know. I haven't really done anything else to it. It is very cold today. It's probably 38 degrees. The wind's blowing a little bit, and it's kind of misting rain a little bit. My weather report on my phone said there was a 7% chance of rain, and it's rained since 6 o'clock this morning that I know of when I got up. So anyway, that kind of sucks. Anyway, guys, pretty happy. That's pretty cool. But I guess I do have some stuff I can do in the house since I'm back home now. So I guess that's what I'll do. Is I might try to fix my roof rail seals.